An echo of the first mage and pirate Captain Saran, who once derived value from only earthly things. Long ago I concealed them at this place. Riches beyond what wealthy men do dream. Does the thirst for treasure bring you here? Are stones and coins your reason for risking precious life?
They are, though I care little for such things. I am seeking to return to a home from which I was unjustly taken, to parents whom I cannot recall.
My death occurred here in a time beyond your reckoning. Your life, a mere moment, is of no concern. The treasure, my only care, binds my soul to this place. Do you desire it?
Ja, klar.
I desire what I need to reach my homeland safely. Without your treasure, I am doomed.
Then a chance you shall have to claim it. You have demonstrated your cunning and skill. Now a more important trial begins. This island once belonged to the realm known as Daventria, when land and sea once met as equals upon the earth.
Daventria? Oh, Daventry.
Greatest among us was its ruler, Leginimor. He created the greatest of treasures, orbs of power, to aid the land in crisis. When he fell at the hands of his betrayer, the orbs were lost, scattered about the realm and beyond. One orb contained the power to heal the very earth itself.
How might I do this?
In the order of value lies your salvation. Choose well, and the treasure kept here for these past 1,000 years shall be yours. Choose poorly, and you shall die. Choose first the item of greatest importance, then the second, and so on.
The chart maps out Treasure Island.
Ah, ich kann das nicht mehr lesen von vorhin. Weil ich habe den, naja, hab's einfach nicht gerafft, die ganzen Sätze auf Englisch. Weil die Sätze mehr bedeutet haben als die einzelnen Worte an sich zusammengereimt. Und deswegen kam ich nicht drauf. Was ist am wichtigsten? Wir haben hier Holz, wir haben hier ein Buch, wir haben hier Schätze. Schätze.
Now, choose the second.
Ja, Holz.
This place feels...
Now, pick.
Als drittes das Essen und Trinken.
True value eludes you, young one. Your fate is mine.
Ja, jetzt sind wir zwei.
Your priorities might need some adjustment.
Also das Wichtigste, würde ich sagen, ist auf jeden Fall Essen und Trinken.
Now, choose the second.
The craft of construction.
Ah, das könnte ich vielleicht auch mir vorher noch geben, was das genau bedeutet. Hä?
Consume it today, conceive a tomorrow. The craft of construction. It is a magnificent jewel. The epitome of academic education.
Ja, das Essen würde ich sagen.
Now, choose the second.
Danach die Bildung.
Now, pick the third.
the craft of construction.
No, ich denke das.
True value eludes you.
Verdammt. Ist vielleicht die
Your
Bildung wichtiger?
priorities might need some adjustment. The epitome of academic education.
You must choose.
Dann nehme ich die Bildung.
Now choose the second.
Consume it today, conceive a tomorrow.
Conceive. Begreifen. Hä? Begreif gar nichts. Gut, wir haben die Bildung. Wir nehmen das Essen.
Now
Und dann das. Conceive.
true value eludes you.
Okay, was willst du von mir?
Your priorities might need
Habe ich
some
mich nicht
adjustment.
nobel genug gezeigt? Dann beginnen wir damit.
Now,
Dann damit.
now pick the third.
Und dann jetzt die Bildung. Die Juwelen lasse ich mal außen vor.
You have chosen well. The treasure shall be yours. Take it, and the worthless trinkets contained within.
Zounds!
Was?
The pirate captain may not look kindly upon you keeping your share of the gold. Better leave it in the chest.
Aber Gold?
Did you get the treasure?
Ja klar. Da.
Well, you've proved you're worth something, at least for now. Maybe we won't be killing you just yet. Into the boat. Move it. After your
Sorry.
return from Treasure Island, you spend several more days as a cabin boy.
Get off your bunk, you lazy landlubber. Get to the galley and get the stove running.
Ach ja, ach ja. Ich hab's ja fast vermisst. Ey, ich tu noch schnell speichern, dann nicht. Geh rasch aufs Klo. So. Und tschüss. La, 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 la.
What are you doing here?
Sorry.
If you keep causing trouble in here, matey, I'll make you walk the plank.
Das will ich sehen.
What are you doing here? You're more trouble than you're worth. 'Tis the plank for you now.
Yay!
As you sink, you hear the crew rooting for the shark. Now you know the penalty for invading one's privacy.
Gut. Was gibt's denn?
As long as you make yourselves useful, we might not use you as an anchor just yet.
Nett.
As long as you...
Was soll ich machen?
The beds look incredibly hard and uncomfortable. No thank you.
So, soweit war ich schon. Bin ich frei, mich zu bewegen und so? Okay. Nein! Idiot!
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but the captain was none too pleased about the commotion you caused and had you immediately tossed back into the hold, warning you not to press your luck.
Ja, jetzt bin ich wieder da.
You could... The captain's first mate eyes you shiftily.
Ach, das ist sein erster Mat. Ich dachte, das sei irgend so ein dummer Fettsack.
You doubt he'd want to...
As long as you make yourselves useful.
Useful.
You doubt he'd want to cut a rug with you.
Naja, putzen und so kann ich, aber...
The masts run through both ceiling and floor. After careful scrutiny, you determine that the lifeboat is both empty and uninteresting. A pair of oars crisscross one wall in this section of the ship.
Yo, Captain's
Don't
Gate.
ruin this writer's work.
Schade, da kann ich ihm auch nicht mehr die Schaufel über den Schädel ziehen.
The captain keeps a lamp by his bedside. The chest near the captain's bunk is closed.
Ah, Staubwedel.
You're not close.
Komm ich da hin? Von draußen? Nee. Ich weiß nicht. Die reiten schon wieder.
I've traveled on one of those royal vessels once. They're like a maze below decks.
Looking warily around the dank cargo hold, you see nothing but wooden crates piled about.
Was da wohl drin ist und wer die so gestapelt hat und warum? Hallo, ich bin's wieder.
The crew's quarters don't look much more comfortable than your own miserable cot, and they're just as cramped. They're too attached to the ship.
Ja, ich weiß nicht so recht, was sie von mir wollen, aber...
It's too dark to see below, but you know exactly what's down there anyway.
Sonst laufe ich mal ein bisschen herum.
You could, if you knew where you were.
Nein, ich wollte eigentlich hoch. Oh, hier ist ein Besen, da kann ich mich nützlich machen. Deckschrubben, yay. Ja, ja, das kann ich, das ist bekannt. Ist sogar die gleiche Animation. Ja, ja, ja. Ja, ja, ja. Was hier? Oh, okay. Ich bin ja wirklich nützlich.
You like your fingers with all the gunk on it, you wonder if it's ever been washed. Save your celebrations for when you're free. With all the gunk on.
Ja, ja. Kann ich da noch höher steigen? Ich könnte. Das sind ja bestimmt 1000 Möglichkeiten, um drauf zu gehen.
A burly pirate has noticed you from inside the crow's nest. Before you can react, he yells, "You're dead meat, bucko," and slashes at you with his sword. He misses, barely. Your current method of ascension is safer. You can't. From this vantage point, you cannot see into the crow's nest. You hear loud snoring from within. A burly pirate has noticed you from inside the crow's nest. Before you can react, he yells, "You're dead meat, bucko," and slashes at you with his sword. He misses, but you lose your balance. Down you tumble to your death. What some people will do for the view.
Aber cool, dass uns das Spiel auch 2 Chancen gibt jedes Mal. Oder oft genug. Was ist das?
You'll have to venture there yourself. The doorway to the galley gives way to darkness. Deep blue. The doorway.
La la la. Wisch, wisch, wisch. Putz, putz, putz. Alles runter in die Kapitänskajüte.
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but the captain was none too pleased about the commotion you caused and ordered his crew to drag you off to the aft end of the ship.
Hoppla.
Now you know the penalty for disturbing. You can't.
Noch einmal und jetzt gehen wir vorsichtig da hoch. Hier vorne vielleicht auch. Nein. Gut.
You see the lifeboat resting on the deck below. Wouldn't you prefer the latter?
Ich weiß nicht.
Unless you intend on commandeering the ship, you really have no place strutting around its fore.
Okay, theoretisch haben wir überall geputzt. Zumindest da oben, unten noch nicht, natürlich. La la la. Und da drin natürlich auch.
You're not close. You're not.
What are you? I am a...
Dachte ich mir. Dreck.
Now you know the penalty for invading. He doesn't need it.
Hier habe ich schon. Ich weiß halt auch nicht.
The upper deck could do with a good schrubbn. Now get moving.
Was?
As long as you make your... As long as...
Oben auf Deck? Okay. Habe ich es ja schon gemacht, aber okay. Klick. Und hier. Klick. Ich bekomme auch keine Punkte dafür, also weiß ich jetzt nicht.
You took your merry time. Go over to the captain's cabin and dust the shelves.
Ah, ja klar. Staubwedel habe ich ja bereits gesehen.
You're not.
Gut. Wisch, 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 wedel, 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 wuschen und wedel, wie beim Zaubern. Ja, ja. Tralala. Auch den Captain ein wenig abstauben. Okay.
You're not close.
Ich stehe genau daneben.
You see no way of getting your items out of the chest without the captain noticing. The shelves contain the captain's mini journals, a complete record of his crew's plunders and pillages. You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirate's past exploits. Better not. He's armed with something mightier than a sword. Don't ruin this writer's work.
Okay. Na nu, er ist weg. Ja, da legen wir uns halt hin, pennen wir eine Runde. Ja, ja, ja.
Meanwhile...
Oh.
There you are. I have been looking all over the castle.
Where else would I be? Where else could I be?
What are you doing?
Only what I can. Nothing. Save watch my land fall into ruin while that winged abomination continues its reign of terror.
It serves not to dwell on matters beyond your...
My wife, do you not feel my anguish? Our own daughter has been taken. And I allowed it.
You had no choice.
There is always a choice.
True. You might have chosen Daventry's destruction. Years ago, you defied the dragon. Even now, the flames still lick at our crops. Imagine the suffering had you resisted further.
As for your anguish, every day I weep for Rosella and our son, Alex.
No, I cannot bear to hear his name. Not now.
As you wish. But you must not let this destroy you. Daventry cannot afford to be without its king, nor I without the man I wed.
Were it only that he were here, I would do anything to heal my beloved realm, to make everything right.
Orders, Captain?
We're heading for Usperia. Time to put all that booty to good use. What is it?
That course will take us close to Daventry, won't it?
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
I must be confessing something to you, Captain. I be getting a tad nervous sailing this close to Daventry. What with that dragon I hear out telling those parts?
Ah, you lily-livered codfish! That beast sits over yon mountains, never comes near the shore from what I hear.
Hope you're right, Captain.
Of course I'm right, you jelly-legged squid! That reminds me, when we reach Usperia, we'll see if we can't sell our new young'un in the market. Should fetch a pretty price. Oh, and make sure there's someone guarding the hatch. We don't want him trying to make a break for Daventry shore as we sail by.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
As the pirates spot land nearby, you are unceremoniously dumped in the cargo hold again to keep you from escaping.
He's been safely locked away in the hold, Captain. Say, have you seen this stuff we took off him? That kid carried some strange things. Where do you think he got them?
How should I know? I've heard tell a wizard lives in Ludor. The kid seemed eager to leave. He probably stole those things.
Komm, nimm den Zauberstab raus. Nimm den
There's
Zauberstab raus.
something else too. Seems like a map.
Another treasure map?
Don't think so. Seems like a map of Ludor to me. Look, this here's the town where we made port. Whoa!
Hoppla.
Better get myself a chest with a lock on it when we reach Usperia.
So, wir kommen bald zum Ende. Ich bin müde und ich habe Hunger.
Beyond the porthole, the ocean rises and falls, rises and falls, rises and falls. You're not close enough.
Wirklich müde. Hab ich, hast du das? Ja.
You retrieve your stolen items.
Yay. Ich wollte ihn eigentlich mitnehmen. Okay.
Curiously, you sneak a peek at the drawers. There's nothing of interest amongst the charts and logbooks. Curiously, 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 curiously.
Nur zur Sicherheit. Bei dem Spiel weiß man nicht so recht.
It
Hello,
appears
Captain.
the pirates anticipated your attempt at escaping and decided to keep a close eye on you.
Ich wollte doch nur am...
Now you know the penalty
Ich
for
wollte doch nur
repeated
zum
escape
Captain
attempts.
rausstehen und runterblicken.
The chart traces the ship's route. You don't recognize the continents except the one you've just left. You could. You're not close.
Hallo.
It appears the pirates anticipated your attempt at escaping and decided to keep. Now you know the penalty for repeated escape.
Ja, gut, das so ist. Haben wir noch da unseren Unfruchtbarkeitstrank. Ich weiß, was ich gesagt habe.
You sense that this is not the right time to use the ointment.
Wann dann, bitteschön? Wann dann?
The jar of invisibility ointment is.
Naja, ich könnte einen Sturm machen vielleicht.
Stormy brew.
Ja.
Churn anew.
Scheiß Piraten. Blub, 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 blub. Und tschüss. Hoppla. Das war schon so. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, bam, bam.
It seems your storm spell has backfired. They don't build ships like they used to. You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirates' past exploits. You have better things to do than lie around. Better wait for that promotion before poking around. Curiously,
Naja, ich könnte das ein oder andere versuchen. Also,
this area doesn't have enough room to fly around.
was ist denn, wenn ich hochgehe, catcht er mich sofort, oder? Yep.
It appears the
Yep, kann nichts machen.
Now you know the penalty for repeated escape.
Ich habe immer noch das Brot und die Früchte. Von ganz zu Beginn des Spiels. Was habe ich hier noch?
You're carrying a handful of coarse grains of.
Doch.
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you.
Schlafpulver.
You take some sleeping powder out of the pouch, let it run between your fingers, and then put it back.
Stormy brew.
Nein, nicht der Sturm. Ah, shit.
They don't build ships like they used to.
Schlafpulver. Schlafpulver wollte ich.
You take some sleeping powder out. You tore this empty page from the journal. The orb pulsates with renewing energy.
Was ist das?
While you're positive
By
the
the way-
orb contains some sort of power, you can't find a way to activate it. Combining these.
Zauberstab habe ich nicht mehr, oder? Doch. Schau, was mache ich damit?
Combining. It's not wise to mix magical ingredients without instructions.
Du weißt nur nicht, wie du reagieren sollst, Spiel, gibst zu.
While you could escape that way, you feel that subduing the pirates should be your first priority.
Naja, ich habe hier dieses Schlafpulver, aber...
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured.
Aber wo schütte ich das hin? An einen feuchten Ort, irgendwie so? Was geheißen?
It's not wise.
Nee, sowieso nicht.
The leather pouch is securely tied. This area of the ship is dim indeed, but it is still not dark enough to use the sleeping powder.
Genau, dunkel muss es ja
This
auch
area-
noch sein. Also fällt die Sache schon mal flach.
You're not one to read late.
Ich habe keine Ahnung.
The beds look incredibly hard and uncomfortable. No thank you. You don't need a lifeboat. The ship's not sinking. This area of the ship is dim indeed, but it is still not dark enough.
Unten wäre es dunkel, aber weiß nicht.
You can't.
Oh, und es ist weg.
As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence descends over the ship.
Oh, aber ich nicht. Hm?
The mice are aboard for the ride and the food. They might object to being pets, and you might get to feel how much. There is no response.
Wenigstens die Mäuse schlafen. Oh.
He doesn't talk in his sleep.
Kann ich jetzt vielleicht mit dem hier? Yay!
You've managed to make it to the shore of Daventry, but your magic essence is all gone now.
Tja, zu schade. Gut, das wäre das. Wir haben 180 von 210 Punkten, das heißt, es fehlen noch 30 Punkte. Das heißt, wir haben 6/7 vom Spiel durch. Und ich würde sagen, wir machen beim nächsten Mal weiter. Wieder mal frei. Yay.